Right guys, I've got something a little bit special for you, and yes, that is Pickle Rick, because I'm in the shed. So I came up with a nice big brainwave moment. Sorry, playing with my pickle in front of you, I can't do that. Right, I had a nice big brainwave moment not too long ago, and it's all to do with HPA. So those of you like, oh, he's a HPA wanker. Yeah, probably am. I love doing it. It's absolutely fun. You get the most out of it, but obviously your mileage depends. So, for instance, I've got this AirTac HPA airline, right? These will set you back, yeah, about 38, 40 quid. This is proper. This is as proper as it's going to get. So, as it can anyway. And you can see how they do it. They've compression fitted everything, basically. It is a fairly decent connector. It's my go-to, or wherever it was my go-to. 38 inch, 50 inch. This I have made myself. So 50 inches of HPA goodness, so to speak. So yeah, definitely. And I'm going to show you how to make one of these, because I want to do it, and I'm going to do it, and you're going to watch it. So if you're watching it this far and you haven't gone, no, he's a HPA wanker, no, fuck you, don't care. We're going to make one live, and I'm going to record it, because it's something I want to do. So 38 inches, 50 inches. I'd say it's a little thinner diameter, and this is probably made of rubber inside that, but this is airline. So 2 fittings, load of heat shrink, outer ring. I'll tell you, I'm going to show you. Let's get this out of the way. So you two, fuck off over there. For this, you will need a pair of scissors, stabby, a knife of some sort, and a pair of pliers, grippy, stabby, bigger set of pliers, a you-ain't fucking moving sauce. That's my personal favourite stuff, because whatever you stick down ain't fucking moving. Potentially you're going to need some side angle pliers, a lighter, some heat shrink. Oh shit, where is it? Some heat shrink. I'll get to that in a minute. The airline itself, I have pre-measured this. It is 38 inches. And then you're going to need cable sleeving. Happy days. No, I think I've missed something out. Yes, I have. The connectors. There you go. US push fit custom. There we go. Oh shit, I've lost it. Spring loaded, and I'll tell you exactly where to get these from after. So if you want to skip a fair thing to see where I've got it, it'll all be in the description down below. But everything I've got here is what you need to make an airline on the cheap, and I'll tell you exactly how much this cost. So let's prep the airline. Let's get all this shit out of the way. Fuck off over there. I need 35 inches of this. Enough to go over this. So, not a problem. And I have done this because you've seen the end result over there, but I'm going to do this on camera. I'll tell you what, working with your hands. Go, fuck off you. Alright, working with your hands actually does have its advantages. Apart from my fucking nail right now. So, long story short, I went to Special Ops Airsoft and I was plagued with so many issues. One, my gun didn't want to work. Then my handgun, the one with Jessica on the top of it, shit the bed. It's just, fucking hell, it's just so faff, it really is. Pull this tight with that. Fantastic, that'll be enough. You don't have to get this perfect. So anyway, where was I? So I upgraded my little monster. So my Spectrum Arms Core 10, fully upgraded. I put an 11.1 volt motor in it. You're probably going to guess where from when I tell you. 11.1 motor, I stuck an 11.1 battery in, I put a max hop unit in, I put a Maple Leaf 70 degree, what else? I put a 150% spring, and oh yeah, and the Perrin V2, which I said I was going to do in here, but I didn't. But I do need to service it because it has been out. So what you want to do is, I know this is 36 because I've measured it, and the ruler I used was 24 inches, and I just added on the extra bit. So, oh well. So, this wrap here, it's a 6 mil diameter. This pipe here is 6 mil diameter, but 4 mil internal. So there's a nice big thick wall. So let's thread this over the top. I love these. They use this stuff to make Chinese finger traps. So what you want to do is you want to thread this over the top. Now it's bloody hard to do, but if you wiggly woo it down, my fucking finger, look at that. That was done at Special Ops. There's a story behind that. Can't be asked to tell it right now. But it fucking stings. And this is only day one. So push that over the top. This is the faff bit, honestly. I should have done this. That's how that finger fucking stings, you know. Fine, I'll tell you. So, Special Ops Airsoft near Milton Keynes. It is fucking amazing. I love that place. I think it's. I like my CQB. That place, you cannot hide. It doesn't matter where you go, you cannot hide. He's designed, Carlos, the owner, he has designed it in such a way where you are going to get hurt. Not intentionally, but you're going to get hurt. It's a CQB site, of course you are. You're close quarters, blah blah blah, but you could literally have five people shooting one person. It's that many angles, and it is mental, absolute mental. Big helicopter in the centre of it. If you ever get a chance to check it out, check it out. This is my second time I've been. Well, anyway, we had a few games, loads of pictures available. If you go to my Facebook page, you'll see it. So there we go, pokey pokey. Now we need to get this down here. So I stretch it out. I've cut it wrong. It's wet. Yeah, well, I've miscalculated that one. Whoops. Right, let's try again. This is going to be for a later video. Right, and again. Cup of tea. I can't believe I fucked that up. Problem being is I cut this too soon. Because it was all compressed. Fucking idiot. Right, so I'm going to feed this back over this, then I'm going to chop it, like I should have done in the first place. Right, let's get on with it. Now, I've got the 36 inches, ladies, and I've got the cable covering, the cable sheath. I need to thread this over this without cutting this, because in the past, well, the previous attempt on this video is I cut this a bit too short and I flamingoed. The outtakes are going to be funny as hell. Anyway, let's start threading this over. So, live on camera. So, as you can probably see, my finger, I know, get on with it. You can see my finger's going a bit blue. Well, it's been smashed in the thing. It's been smashed in. So this is what a BB hit looks like, and it's like a couple of days in. Well, it was one day to be fair, because it happened yesterday. So went to skirmish. Not skirmish. I went to Special Ops CQB in Milton Keynes. Now Carlos, his site is very. It's got no hiding spaces. Well, you can hide, but you won't be hiding for very long. It's been designed such a way where every angle is a potential angle where you're going to get fucked with. I'll tell you what, it plays very well. His game modes are a bit anyway, like the dramatic team deathmatch. That has to be, I can't really tell you about it, it has to be experienced in person. But yeah, that was incredibly funny. Imagine getting hit. You have one life, and then you've got to act out like the best death scene ever. and whoever wins gets like pyro or some shit like that. That was hilarious. There was only 5 of us. But anyway, digressing here. Oh, getting to the end of this now. This stuff is a bitch to work with. Removes all your fingerprints. Right, so I went around the corner for this finger because you can see it's all swelling up and it's all bleeding underneath. I've got a feeling I might lose the nail, to be fair. Oh, look at that, all the way to the end. Brilliant, that's exactly where I wanted it. I'll keep turning it anyway. Went around the corner, switched hands, went to my trigger finger on my left hand side, caught a BB directly to it. I've gone straight to the safe zone. I've waited for the pain to subside because fuck playing with a knackered finger. Well, anyway, I've waited for the pain to subside, then I've gone back out. No sooner had I gone back out, another BB slammed straight into it. You couldn't make this shit up. Oh, look at that, it's fucked. Anyway, it turns out it was the same person who shot me in the finger, did it again with the same weapon, and he was using this absolute silver monster. It was horrible. Right, let's get on with it. So 36 inches of blue pipe now been covered with a cable sheath, and I've left the I've left the top part open. I now need to open this end up. So without cutting the blue thing, there we go. 36 inches of cable wrap. Let's get rid of that because I'm no longer need it. I need a fair amount off the end of here. So push this sort of through, because you'll see why in a minute. So let's cut down here a bit and trim some of this off. Yeah, going back to it, yeah, the Special Ops CQB place, Ryan, you can't forget him, he's the one that shot me in the dick. He introduced me to that place, and I think it was his first time as well, to be fair. It was it left an impression, it really did. So the games were very fluid. It took a while for some games to start, but they got done. Right, I'll do this end first. Take your "you ain't fucking moving anymore" juice and add some "don't fucking move" juice. A couple of dots will do. All right, make sure it goes in. There we go. Oh. To both sides or around, doesn't matter. It just needs to go on. This is to seal that to that, right? Because you don't want it moving. And I've got this shit on my hand already. How? There we go. This is where the fittings come in. So I've applied the fuck it, let's just call it what it is, man. It's super glue. Don't fucking move juice. Apply it to there. It'll evaporate, it'll go off, and it will stick this to this. It stops it from moving. Happy days. We're going to apply one of these fittings now. So these fittings are from online. No shit, clearly. More to the point, AliExpress. Now I found these, they're roughly about, I think it's about 4 or 5 quid per set of fittings. Now if you were to go to like somewhere online, I'm not going to mention any names because I've got a feeling they'll tell me to fucking pack it in. You go online to them, you're spending about 20-30 quid, maybe, I'm not too sure, I haven't backed this fact up. But there, for 4 quid, I've got the same fitting as the AirTac stuff. Now, there is no substitute for OEM stuff, like AirTac stuff. There is no substitute. I mean, you've got a guarantee, you know it's going to work, but look at that. It just fucking fits. It's the same. It is the same, roughly, because obviously stuff like this was made abroad and it's come from the exact same place. So anyway, AliExpress, about 4 quid plus shipping, clearly. So I'm going to fit this little knobhead here over here, and then I'm going to push this knobhead in here. Helps if I don't have a busted fucking finger. Twist it in for more effect. Pull this over. Twist. It's a compression fitting, you see. So if you twist it over, oh fuck you, get on there. Get on. You really are pissing me off. Lefty loosey, Righty tighty. Right. I will do the other side in a moment, but I'm just illustrating the first bit in more detail. So let's take the grips here. So now I'm gripping it. I'm going to take this. Oh, great. Two-handed job. There we go. My favourite pliers. And I'm going to twist this on. Let's get that in the teeth of the grip. There we go. Right there, so I don't fucking ruin it. And I just stuck myself to my fucking creation. Ah, you bastard. The glue's not set. Lefty loosey, righty tighty. I bet I'm undoing it. Ah, oh, fucking finger. It'd be handy if I had a pair of spanners, to be fair. And I am damaging it, I can see I am. Oh well. So, get that nice and tight. Because you don't want no air leaking, do you? There we go. Nice and tight. I wouldn't worry too much about the damage to this one, because I'm going to plan to hide it. Let's take that off. There we go. Nice and tight. That ain't fucking going nowhere. So's that. Oh. Yep, that is actually going to go somewhere because the stick me juice ain't working. Ah well, that doesn't matter. Well, at the moment it doesn't matter anyway. I'm using two types of plastic that probably don't stick with each other, but it did work the first time. Right, time to get on the measure. I need roughly, because I did measure these out on the first one. Let's get that out of the way. So on the first one, I think I did 2. So that one was 4.5 centimeters. So I'm going to go with 4.5 centimeters, which roughly works out to about 2 inches. Let's just go with 2 inches, it's easier. Right, get the heat shrink. Let's go with 2 inches, shall we? I'm being super rough here. There we go. That's one. I'm just going to tear them up and just cut them. There we go. Put that one over there. See, my table's getting messy already. I didn't expect this. I am now going to take this heat shrink here. I got it from Amazon. It's roughly £5 for about 10 meters. It's like the cable wrap. That there was, crikey, what was it? I think it was about £4.50 for about 20 meters of the stuff. So 6mm diameter, can go up to about 8. Good stuff. So I'm going to push this over the top of that. There we go. So there's the nut, the one that I ruined. God, I'm going to use this one personally, I think. I'm going to put that over there like that. Let's just move this cable now because it's really starting to annoy me. Now I get to play with fire. And Daniel shouldn't be playing with fire. So shrink this down. A dirty, dirty, dirty flame. Right, I haven't done the top bit on purpose. Because I need this to seat over the top. You see that little gap? I want this stuff to shrink into it. And this is good proper thick stuff. I ain't going to be able to burn a hole through this. Try not to hit the cable braid, because that would be unfucking fortunate, wouldn't it? There we go. Right, let's whip it over a bit more heat. that is that. Look how clean that is. I'm quite happy with that. So it's not hard to do. You know, I mean, it's quite literally something from £4. That's both fittings, by the way. So £4 for both. £5 for about 10 meters of that. 20 meters of that for a £5. You got the tube on the inside, which you can pretty much get from any air supply store or something like that. Mine was borrowed, so it's just stuff that I had, to be fair. But that is very clean. Well, to me it looks very clean. Probably to you it's like, oh, it's garbage. But when you can reproduce the same result almost every time, that's a win. So now I'm going to do the other side. Look at me. I've got this to deal with, so I've got overhang. Not a problem. Make sure I get most of it. There we go. Oh, I've got about an inch worth of overhang on the other end. That's not bad. I can deal with that. So there's the overhang. There's the pipe. I need to snip it to about here. Fuck it, let's use the scissors. There we go. Oh, hello little buddy. So, did you go naff this year? Would you fuck off? I'm busy. Yeah, so you can now actually get hold of me in different ways. I'm toting my wares now. So, I finally have a mailbox. I mean, it took me a while. Google are very fussy about who has an email address. Now, I put the email. I wasn't defrauding anybody before anybody says. I wasn't defrauding. I just needed an email address for my YouTube channel, which is something you need. Well, I do anyway, because I believe that people need to engage. And I'm literally 109 people away from my 1,000. Do you know how happy that makes me feel? Makes me think that makes me feel there's 891 people on this planet that got fuck all better else to do. So, I tell you what, is there another way I can potentially do this? Let's look at it. Oh, I know how. I should have done it. Ah, well, never mind. Yeah, there's 891 people on this planet right now, out of 7 billion, of course, that have nothing better to do but watch my content. Now, I appreciate that, each and every single one of you. You're sticking whether you like it or not. There we go. Put the lid back on the oh, fucking lovely. Go away. Thank you. Right, now what? Another fitting. Now you can be as rough as you want with these fittings. Pretty simple stuff. Do you know what? I should have put that on beforehand. Oh, twat. I'm trying to do this with a buggered finger. It's painful. There we go. Shove that over the top. Let's grip her. So I'm using the big pliers for the top end because I don't want to fuck up the thread on this, because you don't see this, you do see that. Oh, it's got to be an easy way. There's an easy way. Pay 40 quid. Compression fittings, I love them. Best thing ever. I like the ones that have to have a little rubber O-ring on them. They're used for 3D printers. There we go. Ah, touch the fucking super glue again. Right, that looks gash, honestly. Sorry, that's a bit of a reference to Ryan. I did something for Coyote, and yeah, the word gash was used. I'll tell you what, I ain't heard that word in a while. But I need to get this on now. it is too big for this end. So unfortunately, I got to go around. Yeah. So, as I was saying, anybody been in knife this year? Yeah. How do you find it? Bit wet. It was a good. I tell you, it was a good weekend. It was really good. I've slowed down on the editing because I've run out of content. Oh yeah, just reminded me of what I was going to say now. That is piss poor, Mr. Daniel. You can do better than that. That edge is right. Turns out my GoPro decided it was going to shit the bed slightly. Right, not a problem. Not a problem at all. I didn't like how this edge was, but this edge is much cleaner. So I'm going to put that edge over the edge first. So, it's not the best in the world, but for demonstrational purposes, I believe it is. Look at that. Oh, very nice, very nice. So, as I was saying, so if you haven't noticed, I've put a big drive on my Facebook profile for Bag of Hammers Airsoft. So, what I've done, I've revived the Discord. I have dusted off the Facebook profile. I've joined Instagram, because all YouTubers need an Instagram page, because it, for some odd reason, it just needs to be done. It's how I put myself. I said to myself, I ain't going to use Instagram. But it turns out, YouTube and Instagram go hand in hand with each other. It's only a matter of time before, like, SpaceX or whatever the fuck they are, buy out fucking YouTube. I mean, oh, that's wank. There we go. Right. A master who... I'm not doing this for the fun of it. Well, actually, no, I am. I'm not doing this as a professional. I am not professional. I'm just showing you the cheap way of making an airline. Like you bastard. And this is the fucking cheap and nasty way of doing it. There you go. Replicatable results. Okay, not exactly replicated, but it's the same thing. That's the 50-inch hose. This is the 36, and I know that it's 36 because I'm going to put it next to the AirTac one. Let's get rid of you. Come on, out of me. There's the 36. Look at the fittings. Put them all the way together. Oh, you bastard. Fucking nuts. Put it all together. Oh. I clearly can't. I clearly can't measure properly. Ah, well, fuck it. Good enough. But you've got the point. £38 versus a tenner. Right. Basically a tenner. Because you're not going to use all this, and you can use it again eventually. All this braiding, you can use all of it eventually. Like, that's going into other projects. This stuff over here, that's going into other projects. I can't wait. Right? The fittings themselves, you can take them off and use them on other things. Like, you could have cables that big, HPA lines that big, obviously with that big with the connectors, but that big in total, linking two tanks. Possibilities are endless. So I hope you got something out of this, like step-by-step guide. So it's not a step-by-step guide, because I'm not instructables, but I learnt this from some person over in the US, and it's a piece of piss to do. This is my third line now. There is another one out there, but that's for a completely different video. It's easy to do. Do it yourself. Save yourself some money. So if you want to be a cheap airsofter, right, just fucking finger. If you want to be a cheap airsofter, be a cheap airsofter. It's not an elitist sport. Well, it can be, to be fair. I have seen people go, caviar, whale, duck eggs and quail and stuff. You need this, you need this, you need this. You don't need everything, honestly. Play at your speed. Don't play at everybody else's. That fucking finger's killing. Play at your own speed. Do things at your own speed. This is tidy. I like this. I'm going to put this on eBay, because why the fuck not? I've got no use for it. I've got a 40-incher over there. I think it's a 40-incher. I hope it's a 40-incher. Well, anyway, I'm going to enjoy my cup of tea. I'm going to put Pickle Rick right back there, because that's my shed. Guys, I've got an email address attached to my YouTube now. I've got the Facebook Bag of Hammers Airsoft page on Facebook. I've got the Discord server. I've got the Instagram, and I've got the TikTok. All the links are down in the description. If you liked it, leave a like, leave a comment. Happy days. I might even just give this away to somebody, because why the fuck not? Fuck it. 10th comment gets it. Alright, and don't spam the comments. Actually, I'll tell you what, a comment that makes me fucking giggle, I'll give that away to. I will physically post it to them. So, I'll tell you what, I've enjoyed making that, to be fair. So, look after your friends, look after your family, and I'll catch you guys later. Ta-ra. This has got me giggling. I got this from AliExpress. I've just got to show this off. You can hear it. It's my fucking Bunsen burner. That's nuts. It's like a gas axe. Well, it's not. It's a soldering iron, basically. Nice little nasty soldering iron, and there's the bit for it.